Welcome back. Happy Christmas if you celebrate. We're going to do a little special Christmas reading for the collective here. So, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Ross. I offer these collective readings every Tuesday and Thursday, and today just happens to fall upon Christmas, so there's a little bit of extra spice in the air. So, take a moment to let the chestnuts roast and come on into this space. And we'll begin, as we always do, with three intentional breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and out. And last time, breathing in and breathing out. Hmm. So I mentioned that this was going to be a special reading, and it is special because I have set the intention for Holy Fire Reiki energy to flow throughout this reading. So even if this, even if the cards aren't specifically for you, this energy is for you to enjoy, to luxuriate in. And let's see what the cards have to say for the collective gathered here today. Before I was even tuning in, the song Lovely Day by, I guess, Bill Withers was playing. So that's up for someone. We got the Ace of Pentacles coming out hot, an offering, a divine offering. And what a nice offering that is, especially you wanted to come out, especially at a time when so much of the holiday season has been co-opted by capitalism, we'll say, and folks are running around making sure they have to find the perfect gift, the absolute best gift, and if they can step back from that and realize that they are the gift, that you are the gift, that your presence is the gift, then if we could all do that collectively, I think that would change the world, especially around this time of year. Okay, does anything else want to come out? Are we going to do a short and sweet one today? Anything else here want to come out? We might come back to you. So yeah, the Ace of Pentacles was the first one that popped out. And the pentacles, like I've mentioned, are all about the material. They represent the earth element. And when I say material, it's not just money. It is everything that makes up this 3D reality. And what's coming through now is what a privilege it can be, what a gift it can be to embody a human meat suit in this time, and how that can act as the anchor for your divinity, for your spirituality, for that expression of the one infinite creator here on this earth. And you have the opportunity, the privilege, if you so choose, to uh, follow it or enact it, to create peace in every instance that you're in, or create good vibes in every instance that you're in. On the other hand, you have the opportunity to create distrust, dis-ease, and a bunch of other low vibe kind of emotions. So you have the choice, and when you can choose, the more love and light uh, emotions and that path, then just watch. Just watch how the universe opens itself up to give you more of what you want. Woohoo! But to get that, sometimes we need to let go. We need to release. And it can be, I don't want to say violent. It can be, there can be resistance for sure, especially if everything about your identity has been built up around the less than love and light vibes. But I don't see the tower as a terrible card. I see it as an invitation to re-examine what is working in your life and what is not. I have been studying mudras recently, yoga for the hands. You've probably seen those in different pictures of different deities. And the part that I was reading today was this idea that before you begin, before you do a certain mudra, the idea is to exhale vehemently. Vehemently? Vehemently? Exhale forcefully. So that as you're sitting there and you come back to your breath, you're now in a state to receive. You can't, here's the medicine. Here's why I'm bringing this up. You can't receive all of the wonderful things the universe wants to give you if you haven't prepared yourself for it. If you're still acting as if from a state of scarcity or from victim mentality, then that's all that is going to be offered to you, so to speak. But if you're able to dismantle those identities, and when I say dismantle those identities, I am not 707 when I'm saying this. I'm not saying that I'm not discrediting what's happened to you. I'm not discrediting the instances that created that victim mentality, especially if you were a child when a safe adult was supposed to be taking care of you. You were absolutely victimized. I'm saying that now, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years later, what effect has that victim mentality created in your life? Is it time to dismantle that? And again, I'm not saying that in any kind of way to say that what happened to you didn't happen to you, and I'm certainly not uh, victim blaming. I'm just asking you to consider if that's still a story you want to keep telling. And this is a pretty good thing, but let's see what's the outcome of this. Like, you've dismantled, you've opened yourself up to receive. So what is the outcome? I think we can know what the outcome is, but let's see what the cards have to say, if they want to say anything about that. Is it you? You? Anything else? Okay. So we had the Two of Swords coming up and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So let me just look at these here for a moment. Two of Swords is the twos are all about relationships, and the swords represent the air element. They also deal with thoughts. So for me, this is suggesting the relationship that you have with yourself in the sense of what you think about yourself, going back to the idea of dismantling those victim mentalities. There might be an inclination to protect yourself, as this character is. They've raised their center of gravity from their solar, from their inner little sun, to protect their heart, and that makes sense. But they have blindfolded themselves. They are actively choosing this position, they're actively choosing this role, And it might seem grounded. It might seem like you're in control. You might remember the reading from last time about the chariot and that idea of control, of ego. But because this is a swords card and because that does deal with thoughts, then we know that we're kind of in the ego's realm because the ego is a thought. It is a thought form, so to speak. So after things have been dismantled or in the process of that dismantling, your relationship with your thoughts and with the identity those thoughts can create might be coming into question. Queens are all about the appreciation of whatever element is represented. Wands, in this case, represents fire. So it's all about that passion, about that eagerness, impetus, not impotence, impetus, the desire to go, the desire to create, the desire to fan the fire, so to speak. It was reversed though, so that is suggesting a blockage. And I really think it is that idea of being in your head too much. It's not so much the idea of the actual dismantling, the actual destruction, the actual reorienting of yourself. It's the thinking. There is, I don't know if this is related to human design or just good advice in general, but the phrase is you never make a decision above the neck. This Two of Swords is indicative of someone who is all above the neck. I mean, look, she's even raised herself to kind of keep everything below the neck, siphoned off, cut off from the rest of her body, her feeling experience, the material experience, so to speak. So I think this blockage is less about anything external, although it could be, we could see this as a powerful woman, or maybe you are a powerful woman and you've allowed your inner agency, your inner magic to be blocked by your thinking, your overthinking, your overthinking of your relationship with yourself. But if you're able to release the stranglehold that the ego has on your thought processes, I feel like this will be a reversal into the right side up, and then you'll be in your energy, you'll be in your element. Nature will start to show up in beautiful, wonderful ways, kind of echoing here the Ace of Pentacles, that offering extending from the cloud. When we live a life in love with life, in love with ourself, in love with our experience, despite and or maybe because of all of the terrible things that are happening, then life presents us with more to love, more reasons to love. So, what is a symbol or a message of a symbol that folks can look out for? Or what is a way that it's something they're not seeing, or what's something that they're missing in this, in this transformation, in this mental reconfiguration? What is it that they are missing? I was saying the other day at my favorite witch shop that the energy is spacey and spicy. And we are seeing that here in. All right. See, we get all things offered to us. Oh boy. Do we want to play with all of these or do we want to choose one? Anybody else? Affluence. What did I say? It's coming. It's inevitable almost at this point. And let me grab the little booklet here. 5 might be relevant for you. 5 is a number of balance, and maybe it is that balance between, like we were talking about, what you think about yourself and how you actually express yourself. Let's just see what this little book has to say. This is the symbol of the Hindu Tantra, which is based on the Hindu philosophy of Shaktiism. This is a Sri Yantra. Wealth in all forms is available to you now. You are rich on all accounts. Drawing this card invite you to feel the abundant flow of having all that you need on the material and spiritual planes. Enjoy the few fruits of your labor. You are being provided for and rewarded at this time. So, even despite everything maybe seemingly collapsing around you, and we need look no further than society as a whole to see that collapse if we have the right kind of eyes. Despite all of that, and despite whatever is blocking you, whatever kind of mental gymnastics you're doing with yourself, this is coming. This is coming regardless. It's predestined. It's designed for you. The offers, the affluence, it's coming for you because it was made for you, because your creator wants you to have everything you want. Let's wrap this up with some Christmas wisdom we can get for the folks from Hafiz. And even though this is a so-called Christmas reading, the energy is non-denominational and the energy is timeless. So if you find this on December 26th, it is still relevant. If you find this on April 26th, the messages will still be relevant whenever you find them. Because that's how it works. You don't have to understand it. And I know that's a challenge for the ego. You just have to believe it. Which is also a challenge for the ego. Woohoo! See, abundance. Wow. So here are your Christmas gifts, my friends. There are 2 there. Unleash your passion. Take stock of your achievements. Clear away old energies. Create, and guidance is golden. Ooh-wee. Beautiful. Unleash your passion. 37. Take stock of your achievements. 36. Clear away old energies. 38. Interesting. 16. Create. And 42. Guidance is golden. clear away old energies seems to be the most relevant for this with regards to the tower and the thinking and whatever is blocking you. So let's read that one. Clear away old energies. The green leaves grew and swayed in the wind and turned so bright from knowledge, then returned to the holy again. All in the past is a sacred stepping stone, a shrine, really, to any who can see, and a broom is always near that could even sweep away a planet. It's time to clear away the old energies. Just like giving away clothes that no longer fit or clutter that no longer serves your home, so too we must clear away energies that have run their course. Forgive, especially yourself. The plates that you keep spinning over your head all the time, let them fall to the ground. Consider which ones are truly worthy of your attention and energy right now, and let all else be swept away. Yeah, and that kind of just reminds me of what we were saying about this being a card of thinking and that relationship of what you're thinking about yourself. And yeah, that's an important kind of introspection to have. But then comes the time of stepping out of that into the world, into your power. I also want to say, or I want to read about guidance is golden, just because all of these are pretty much, self-explanatory. Unleash your passion, do what you do, take stock of your achievements, really consider where you have been, consider all of the tower moments that you have transcended and overcome. Clear away old energies, we just read that. Create, and that kind of goes along with unleashing your passion. And nothing is more passionate than the Queen of Wands. Of all the queens, she's the only one sitting with her legs wide open in a very expressive form of sexual energy. And it doesn't have to be, unleashing your passion and creating doesn't have to necessarily be sexual. But when we think about sexuality as a means of creation, it's easy to see how that can kind of be lumped together. But I wanted to read what is the message for guidance is golden, because that's a bit abstract, or at least not as direct as the rest of these. So 42. Trust the guidance of intuition that is radiant in every soul if it will not hurt anyone and helps make them laugh. You don't need to make every decision on your own, and you don't need to take others' advice in order to feel secure in your decision. Inviting counsel is a sign of a wise mind. So listen, gather insight, and see the issue from multiple angles. Ask your confidants and counselors to consider your situation and hold it up to the light. View it, like a crystal, through as many prisms as possible to see which one holds the most radiance for you. Some unique gem of enlightenment may spring from the counseling itself, providing new, rich, rewarding possibilities. So just to say, you don't need to, take this if it resonates, but if not, click off it and go watch a cooking tutorial or something like that. Uh, this is just one way of the energy expressing itself, and if it resonates for you, great. And if not, it's fine by me. There is nothing here that you don't already know, and there is nothing within you that you can't learn, that you can't discover, that you can't feel into. And when you're able to do that, these blessings will begin flowing even more. So that feels complete. And again, I want to thank you for joining me today, taking time out of your holiday to stew in the woo. And I post new tarot readings every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'll probably do something special for the new year, New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day, maybe. But until then, until next time, I wish you nothing but peace, love, and happiness from this day forward. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll talk to you soon.